Hi everyone. I hope everybody is doing well. Thanks for booking. And if you weren't able to book, but you're still here for the ritual, that's fine too. That's the reason why I upload them anyway. Okay, I don't know if we have some kind of conflict with an emperor here. I don't know. This is not supposed to be a reading. I'm just trying to show a ritual here, but this just came up. If you're worried about that, don't be, because you're going to have a new beginning and things are going to be healed soon. I don't know. Spirit needs to chill sometimes. Like we're not doing a reading right now. Somebody needed that message though. For the FREE. Right? Just from the bottom of my heart. Spirit is like, it's not about, we don't do this for the money here. Okay, we do this for the soul tribe. Somebody needed that message. Like literally, maybe somebody asked for a message. That has nothing to do with the rituals today, but that came out. So for this group, I was actually guided to two particular rituals for you. The first one is a bath, okay? A spiritual bath that's going to help raise your vibration. What does that do? Raising your vibration is, you can accomplish that in many ways, but this ritual will help you do that. Trust me, I've been doing it for years. Just the process of creating this, preparing this bath alone raises your vibration. Now, you can be in a place where there is just a lot on your mind, there's a lot going on, or you've been through a lot. So even though you're trying your best to keep your vibration high, things just, it's hard. And when your vibration is high, you will start to attract abundance. It's what helps you manifest the things you want to manifest. So you kind of need a little bit of a boost here. Okay, the good thing about this, especially if you've been struggling to keep your vibration high so that you can be able to manifest the things you've been trying to manifest and feel less depressed and feel more open to receiving the blessings that the divine's trying to give you, you're going to notice when your vibration is high that you're going to have like instant manifestations, like things that you were visualizing just seem to happen, seem to appear. Your people are going to smile at you more. You're going to have more opportunities. Things are going to go better for you. Okay? Now, the reason I'm doing two for you, I'm giving you guys two, is that when you do this bath, because this what I'm getting for this group is there's some kind of struggle on keeping your vibration high. So if you do both of these together, you don't have to do them together at once, but if you do them together, like on the same day, like as a ritual, like step 1, step 2, it's like a manifesting bomb, so to say. I don't really know exactly. Well, that's not cool. The moment that I said the word bomb, I just got a little notification on my phone about a school shooting in Nashville. What is going on? But that's an omen too. See, raising your vibration doesn't always mean that you particularly your vibration's just low because you are struggling with things yourself. Sometimes you can just be surrounded, depending on where you live. What if you live in Nashville? The frequency, the vibration of that place where you live can be affecting your vibration as well and keeping it low and halting your manifestation power. Okay? Just the simple fact of seeing this on the news kind of lowers your vibration, you know? So sometimes it's things even outside of us. That's a perfect example of that. So when you do these two things together, I'm telling you, you're going to manifest things almost instantly. Okay? The first ritual of the bath, now let me tell you about the bath. You can either do the spiritual bath. I'm going to tell you how to prepare it. We're going to pretend prepare it because I don't have the ingredients. But I wrote down what they are. You can either prepare this bath, it can be in any kind of bowl. It doesn't matter what kind of bowl you use or anything like that. All of that is completely irrelevant. you can either prepare it like a bathtub, fill a bathtub, and then dump that mixture into the bathtub and just soak in it. Or what I prefer to do, okay, because I feel like it's more concentrated, is to dump it on your actual physical body in the shower, in the bath. Either from your head down or from your shoulders down, okay? Especially if you don't have a bathtub, because not everybody does. Like, I live in the Dominican Republic, and bathtubs are not really a thing here for whatever reason. Just houses just come equipped with showers, not bathtubs, which is totally opposite from New Jersey, where I lived, where the houses were colonial, right? Like old school, like built in the 17 or 1800s, right? Or early 1900s. 1900s, that sounds crazy, but you know, the early, like 1910. So they all have like bathtubs. Anyway, so this is what you're gonna do. So you could either just pour it on yourself or put it in the bath. I prefer to pour it on myself, and I prefer to, well, it depends. If you don't want to mess up your hair, don't mess up your hair. It really is gonna work just the same. Listen, my hair is like wavy, thick, like curly. If I straighten my hair, I am not pouring that on my head. It's gonna work just the same, okay? So I feel you. You don't have to worry about that, okay? I know that blow drying and all that it's not the most fun thing to do. I can't stand it. Anyway, so what you're gonna do, you need carnation. It has to be carnation flowers, which actually helps because they tend to be relatively inexpensive flowers. They're not very expensive. Carnation flowers, you can find them. I don't know if you have a florist near you, try to find them, okay? Real carnation flowers. You need, for the first ritual, 3. Just 1 yellow one, 1 white one, 1 red one, okay? That's it. A white candle, any kind. Could be a jar candle, pillar candle, any kind of candle of your choice. Florida water cologne, okay? It's like a perfume, all right? If you don't know what that is, Amazon it. It'll ship to your house. And then just water and also a bowl, obviously. What you're going to do is already have it in your intention, in your mind, that this bath that you're gonna prepare is to raise your vibration and to release you of any blockages. You're going to take the petals off the yellow flower, okay? Throughout the stems, you're going to take the petals out of the white flower throughout the stems, and you're going to take the petals out of the red flower and throughout the stem and the leaves and such. Only the petals. You're going to dump that into a bowl. The entire time that you're doing this, make sure you have a white candle lit on the side. Why is that? Because the white candle serves as protection. You're going to fill the bowl to the top with water, okay? So it can soak in. And you're going to dump in, okay, you don't have to put an exaggeration of the Florida water. I eyeball it. It's very hard for me to give exact instructions, but I'm gonna say, do like a 1/4 cup is fine, right? A 1/4 cup. If you want to do 1/2 cup, not an exaggeration, because then you're going to be like, it's like an alcohol-based like perfume, So just a little bit, you're gonna dilute it with the water. It doesn't matter if you want to use a giant bowl or a little bowl. I prefer, a good size bowl, like a salad bowl, because then, it doesn't matter how diluted it is. You're still going to just soak it in there, and that'll be enough to get it all over your body, okay? You're going to soak it in there. I would soak it for at least 4 hours, okay? Okay, that's me. I would soak it in there for at least 4 hours. You could leave it covered somewhere, whatever. When you're ready to take a bath with it, again, make sure that you have the intention that you are raising your vibration, that you're releasing any stagnant energy, that you are releasing any dark entities, etc., that this is going to open your path, that this is going to make you think of yourself as a magnet for abundance as you are dumping this on you. Okay? After you're done doing this, it is your choice if you want to rinse it off or not. You don't have to leave it on your body. Okay? I personally like to set aside a little bit in a little jar, do the cleansing bath, take a shower, remove all that stuff, and then save a little bit on the side for when I'm clean. I use it as an actual perfume and like spread it on my body. But then I don't have to worry about like my whole body being drenched in it. But at least I know it's on me. Okay? You can do this as much as you want. You can do it every day if you feel like it, though it's really not necessary. Well, you're gonna know, okay? The second ritual that I'm gonna ask for you guys to do is for actual manifesting. If you do these two together, my goodness. For this one, you need one more carnation flower. So when you buy your carnation flowers, buy 2 white ones, 1 yellow and 1 red if you intend to do both. A paper and a pen. Use any ink except red, even though I'm using red right now, of course. I mean, you would think for this I can at least find another color, but nonetheless. And white ribbon, okay? This is where you're actually gonna manifest what you want. You are going to do this bath first. Then you're gonna take a white carnation. Don't take it apart. It has to stay whole, okay? I want you to pretend that this is a carnation, fine. This is the flower part with the petals, the red part, and then this is the stem, right? You're not gonna do anything to it, but what you're gonna do is you're gonna take a piece of paper. It doesn't matter how big the piece of paper is, okay? And you're gonna write down on the piece of paper what you're trying to manifest. Be clear to the universe. Be clear, okay? First of all, you have to say, I'm thankful, express some kind of gratitude to the universe and mean it. And then just write down exactly what you want, okay? Could be as many things as you want, but the way that I see it is when you start writing a freaking Santa Claus list of 600 things, your intention starts to become a little bit less focused. And what gives it power is the intention. It's the visualization. It's the power that you put in the visualization of what you're trying to manifest. So if you're writing a list of 600 things by default, you are not visualizing some of them as intensely as others. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not the energy that you don't feel worthy of manifesting all of it at the same time. It's that we don't have the capacity as human beings to focus so much on so many things. So I would personally keep it to like 2 things. Because you can do this as many times as you want, okay? But you could do more than 1 carnation, right? So you're gonna write it down. You're gonna take the paper, you're gonna rip it, and you're gonna fold it as so, right? Until it's just kind of looks like a straw, but like flat. Again, remember this is a stem. You're going to wrap that paper around the stem. Now you're gonna take the white ribbon, okay? It doesn't matter what kind, it just has to be white string of some sort. Obviously don't make it like thread, because the whole purpose is just like that key ritual that I did. If you saw that one, then you know what I'm talking about. You're going to knot it at the end of the flower 3 times, 1, 2, 3. And then you're gonna wrap the stem while thinking exactly of what you wrote down. Like keep your focus on it. And cover that paper and cover the stem, and cover that paper and cover the stem. You're gonna wrap it, 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 all the way until you reach the top of the stem. You're not gonna touch the petals. You're not gonna touch the bottom, where the leaves are, nothing. If you get to the top, right? You're gonna knot it 3 more times, and that's it. And I just got this piece of, it looks burnt because it is burnt. There was just a string there. Again, you're gonna knot it 3 times at the end. Let me show you. I believe this is the bottom of the stem. And you're gonna go around and around and around. But the point is, like, when you go around, don't go around like this where you could still see through it. Like, you gotta keep it, like, you gotta go around and around like this, kind of, right? So it's all like covered. Like, you don't see the stem or the paper at all until you reach the top. And that flower, what you're gonna do with it is you're gonna keep it. You're gonna let it dry out. You're not gonna get rid of it. Don't put it in water, because then it's gonna melt and it's gonna rot. Leave it to dry out. Keep it. Keep it. And see it as the petals are drying out, your manifestations are coming true. That's what I have for you guys, and I hope that you make good use of it. This one was one of my favorites. Where did I get this one? I do not get my rituals from anywhere. I channel them, and I have a book of all of the rituals that I've collected over the years through pure channeling. Okay, this is nothing that you're gonna find on Google anywhere. And this one was specifically channeled for you. Whoever's guided to watch this, whether this group or whoever is guided to watch this particular video. Love and light. Now I'm going to move on to the next part, which is the readings. Go down the description box. Is going to be the link to your names. It's going to be the link to your names. And it's going to send you directly to your reading. And I think today we have, well, they're down below. Love and light, guys. Okay, Kathrine, I kid you not. I had to stop the recording and then start it all over again for you, because in the middle of my sentence, the holder of my device just gave out. And my phone fell. I'm using my phone to record right now because I actually do have a camera, but cameras only allow you to record 20 minutes. So this is the easiest way. Anyway, it just fell full speed. I mean, even with the case on, I thought it was gonna break. Okay, so that's like tower moment vibes, okay? Which means like something sudden happening here, okay? I'm just getting some kind of really surprising energy with you. You know what I've been doing for everybody is that book I've been using. I'm going to give you an angel message from the book, and then I'm going to continue on to your questions and see. But I'm just getting, did something happen lately in general? All right, give me a message for Kathrine in here, and then we're going to go into the reading. I'm going to start this way. What is this? Set healthy boundaries. I mean, the energy is something like that. Okay, because even like if you think about the holder, or my phone just fell, it's like that's kind of a boundary, right? It's something that contained something, but it gave out. And what happened when it gave out? Everything just crashed. I'm going to read this to you. You're a sensitive, set healthy, number 271, set healthy boundaries. You're a sensitive, loving, and considerate person who would never want to hurt someone else's feelings. You're an angel on earth, and we heavenly angels ask that you extend the same caring and thoughtfulness towards yourself and that you do to others. We heavenly angels ask that you extend the same caring and thoughtfulness toward yourself that you do to others. Today, we'd like to work with you on setting healthy boundaries for yourself. This doesn't mean rejecting or avoiding other people. You'll simply create a clear understanding of what is and isn't acceptable to you in any relationship. This is especially important if you felt used or if you've been treated unfairly by others. While it's possible that people aren't deliberately taking advantage of you, it is more likely that they don't realize how you feel. Setting healthy boundaries then involves being honest with yourself and those around you. which is an expected and normal part of any relationship. You can express your sincere emotions with the same sensitivity and love that you accord others right now. They'll respect your truthfulness, and you'll set a healthy example of how to take good care of yourself. When you're straightforward with other people, you feel happier being in their company. Your increased joy is a true gift to yourself and your loved ones. It's a blessing to the world. Thought for today. It's safe for me to say no to requests that don't feel right. When I honor myself, other people respect me too. I have the right to my feelings, whether or not everyone agrees with them. I'm honest with myself and others. You know what I was getting for your situation before any of this even happened, Kathrine, was exactly that, okay? Is the need for boundaries. I know that ultimatums aren't the healthiest way, but sometimes ultimatums really are boundaries, okay? I think that this person doesn't have a particular reason to commit to you because they feel that they can just, they don't have a reason. You're not giving them a reason. I know that's harsh to say, but they really feel like you're not going absolutely anywhere, okay? And in that way, the respect has been lost here. The need to follow the path to make something a commitment is lost here. Because this person feels like they can, like they don't have to make anything. You know, they can say that they want to work towards that, but they will always find a reason why it's not time or it can't happen, etc. The respect starts with you. You need to set boundaries, be clear on what it is that you want. And it's more a reflection of you not wanting to let this person go. You don't want to let this person go. That's why you allowed the situation in the first place without a commitment. But guess what? This person senses that. This person senses the energy is not really energetically even picking up, or even it could be conscious on the fact that what is the energy that overpowers the situation is not that you want a commitment. It's the fact that you're afraid to lose this person. That's what is a driving force in this person's world. They don't feel pressed. No matter what they say. They might say some things to keep you, you know, calm. They don't feel pressed. And you deserve a little bit more than that. This is a lesson in boundaries. Absolutely. Because I see cycles, right? I literally said I see cycles, like the World's card, Two of Cups. Let me shuffle though. Well, that's a partnership right there. Wheel of Fortune, more cycles. I don't know. Number 4 of Wands, a union. Okay. So I actually do see this coming together. There's anxiety here. There's worry. You're starting to get cold about the situation. The Queen of Swords could be very cutting, right? But this is the energy of what we're talking about, right? Because the Queen of Swords is somebody who just lays it on straight. Okay? Here, the Queen of Swords says strength, ambition, truth. You sticking to what it is that you want. The Two of Cups is a union. The Four of Wands is a union. The Four of Wands is a union and it's a home. It actually says union. So you are coming together with this person. You are coming together with this person. This cycle of not knowing what the heck is going on here is going to end. I do see that this is a soul connection. The Wheel of Fortune is karma, destiny. This is somebody that was brought into your life to learn soul lessons with, as is everybody else. But yes, in a way where you're supposed to end up together. So I would consider this person your twin flame, yes. The World card in this deck says reward, success, completion, okay? Because the World card can mean closing out of cycles. As I was saying, cycles. That's what the World card means, closing out old cycles. But this one in particular says completion for success and rewards. In regards to partnership, harmony, and peace. So you're going to close out the cycles of not knowing what is going to happen with you guys. But it only starts the moment you start setting boundaries. It's unfortunate because you don't want to have to, they don't want you to see it as a game. They want you to see it as self-respect. Okay? I'm not going to say this is going to happen right away, but this person kind of has to learn the lesson. This person has to feel you leaving. But this is a clear answer. Just like a clear-cut answer to your question. The answer is yes. Now I'm going to get a little bit more details for you because I want to. Right? Even though you didn't ask, I want to know where he's at. Because I know these are more straightforward, but you know me. Come on. What's up with this guy? Why isn't he committing in the first place? Why is this flipping here like that? Hold on. I'm like getting a very strong scent right now. And I don't know where it's coming from, but it smells like dog food. Like kibble. It's overwhelming. You know that, have you ever just put your nose in kibble, like dog kibble? That's what it smells like to me. That's what it smells like to me right now. Give me a card to represent this other person. Three of Swords and the Emperor in reverse. Ooh. Listen. With the Seven of Swords, this person's not in good energy right now. I'm going to tell you right now, you and this person are actually going to come together. It's not going to be right now. This is down the line. Okay? Like, honestly, I know it's not what you want to hear, but it's going to be down the line. I see this actually coming together, but there's going to be a separation in the middle, in between that. Yes, look, see, I just picked it up and they always confirm everything. And that was the King of Swords. No, that was the Hierophant, which is the commitment. And that was the Ten of Swords, which is an ending right there. Hanged Man, which is waiting, rebirth, sacrifice. Like, there's going to be some kind of a commitment, but after a period of being stuck for a while. And what's interesting is the Hanged Man card is the number 12. I just said like a year, at least a year. That's how long it's going to take. But listen, so what I always say about readings is it's so easy for me to give you an answer, right? In what, 15 minutes or less? But it's not really going to capture the complexities, I can to a certain degree, of all of the little events that's going to happen within the next 12 months. Because I am seeing like 12 months. So there's going to be heartbreak here. There's going to be periods of deception here. There's going to be all of that. And usually, I'll say, whenever I see the Seven of Swords and an Emperor in reverse and Three of Swords, I'm going to tell you right now, you need to like get the hell away from this person. But the first thing we started with was a commitment. So, because I'm looking at the bigger picture, right? And life is not perfect. So I'm going to tell you right now, there's going to be something that's going to happen between you and this person. This person has controlling tendencies, okay? This person goes through life with a broken heart, whether they wear it on their sleeve or not, okay? Whether things they've gone through in childhood, they have trauma that they need to heal, okay? That they refuse to see, that they refuse to heal. That is the reason why they have some kind of commitment phobia, okay? The Seven of Swords is deception. This lion is blindfolded, okay? The divine's saying, this is going to come to fruition. You guys are in the middle of a karmic lesson right now. Literally the Wheel of Fortune. The karmic lesson is for this person to learn to stop controlling their life, to stop being so controlling in their life, to open their heart a little bit more, to stop leading with logic, because around them is just swords, swords, swords. Like, what? You're not leading with your heart space. This person intellectualizes feelings. This person doesn't commit to anything. This person is deceptive in a lot of ways. I have to be honest. And that's why you're constantly in the Nine of Swords energy. Anxious, worried, etc. It's starting to make you cold. You don't even know if you want to continue with this. Your karmic lesson is knowing your worth and knowing to set boundaries and learning and being okay with not being with this person. Okay? In this process, you might even meet and date and flirt with other people. Honestly. And that is what the divine wants. The divine doesn't want you to come into a connection with this person where you feel like you had to give up your dignity just to get it. And then this person has no incentive to learn, to change their ways, to open their heart, because they ended up in a relationship with you after you wanted it after so long, and then, and they didn't even have to do much work. What good is that? That is not the foundation for a relationship that the divine wants for you. Okay? So this person is going to break your heart. This person is, I do see, what's this deception about? There's some kind of deception, with the devil. There's some kind of deception that's going to come to light here. I have to be honest. And it's the reason why you're constantly in limbo here. Look, devil energy and the sun. The sun card means something coming to light. I don't know if it's somebody else in the mix, that they were being manipulative about something. Empress. The Empress is a female, a mother, I don't know, mother of a child or something like that. Now I have like this card here with the Two of Cups, which is love. And there is breast milk. So there's something about some kind of, does he have like some kind of connection with the mother of his child or something like that? There's something like, I'm just picking up on, there is some kind of deception here, some kind of deceptive energy. Okay? In regards to this person. That's going to come out, or they're going to do something with some kind of female energy that's going to I just got a whole vision. There's some kind of deceptive energy here. It's going to be a very big test for you to stand back and have some boundaries. Okay? And this person is being manipulative somehow, some way. They're not committing to you. They are being deceptive somehow. I don't know if they're communicating with someone else, being inappropriate, keeping all their options open, crossing the line with people. Okay? Things going on behind your back. And just their whole overall, like they feel like they don't have to commit to anything, but they can get energy from everybody, kind of situation. Okay, I mean, the devil is here, the Hanged Man is here, the Three of Swords is heartbreak, the Seven of Swords. Did you notice we got all these beautiful cards when I asked the question that you asked, but then when I asked about them in particular, I got all this nasty stuff. So that's the energy where they're at right now. So Kathrine, you see, this is not the time to have a relationship with this person, because this person's in the like they're in horrible energy. And I feel, I said I was getting tower moment vibes. So something is coming to light. You didn't even ask this question, but I'm telling you anyway. But you're not going to want to be around this person anyway. Okay, honestly. But there is something about some kind of separation that you guys are going to have, or some kind of ultimatum that you're going to give them, that is going to allow the divine light in. The moment that you start putting boundaries, they're going to start to realize the error of their ways, okay? As long as you're there putting up with this stuff, they're not. Okay, but I do see the Hierophant here. There's the Hangman here twice. So that's him being stuck and you being stuck for a while you wait for, this one says, waiting, sacrifice, reflection, rebirth. So in this period, there's going to be some kind of reflection. Hierophant is higher knowledge. Like they are going to be able to mature, but not with you being there. Okay? So I do see that this person's your twin flame. I do see that you guys are going to have a commitment, but I do see it way down the line, and there's going to be a lot of shit that's going to happen in the middle. In the meantime, they want you to work on your finances and your stability without this person. Okay? Again, do you want to confirm the outcome between them, though? Just to give her some more confidence. Ace of Wands. Jeez, what am I doing? See? Star card. I don't know what I'm doing, I'm telling you. I think they want the other deck. That was the Eight of Pentacles, which is working on it. That was the Ten of Pentacles. There's the Lovers. Listen, whenever I get the Star and the Lovers together, that's a, see, after, look at this. Six of Cups, look, after the Tower in reverse, there is going to be tower, some kind of tower situation is going to happen between you guys. That's going to cause some kind of walking away, Eight of Cups. Then after a period, there is going to be Six of Cups energy, which is returning, okay, to a brand new beginning. Oh, Ace of Wands is a brand new beginning, a passionate beginning, but it's also, Wands signifies spirituality. So you're also going to be enlightened. The Star card, healed. And you're going to be in a connection again. I'm telling you, this Lovers card has a woman with two heads on it. So I don't know why I just keep getting third-party vibes. Something that you don't know about. Or just the energy of this person, like, you know, not committing because they always want to have their options open. You didn't even know that. But there is going to be a reconciliation after, I'm getting like a 12-month period. Yeah, so that's what I'm getting for you. And I hope that you enjoyed this reading. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. Now let me put these cards back, shuffle. This is like the intermission area where I don't think people are watching. But it's easier not to stop the device. And I'm going to shuffle, make sure I clear the energy out of the cards. But I'm going to timestamp it anyway, so I don't think people are going to see it. My back today. I did not sleep right. Ouchie. I think that's enough. And then I'm going to shuffle the other way just to mix them up a little bit. And I'm totally talking to myself right now because that's what I do. Good shuffle. If anyone's just randomly watching here, hi. Maybe I'm not talking to myself. Because usually people just click the timestamp. Ouch. If you're watching, do you guys remember when I stabbed myself? I got this scar here, right? That still hurts. The scar hurts, like the actual scar, and I don't know why. Okay, so we got Kathrine out. Let me cross her out. I'm gonna save Lakia's because Lakia has messages about passed on loved ones, and I really, that's very special to me, and I want to, they're all special, but I have a lot to say there. And I want to light a candle, to go get a candle for Lakia. So before I do that, let's do Kaitlyn Savage. Kaitlyn Savage. All right, Kaitlyn Savage. Oh, damn. I was just shuffling and I got the 10 of Pentacles. Okay, we have Kaitlyn Savage. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna have to piece that out. I had to piece this back together because I accidentally said your last name. I mean, some people care, some people don't. But I just don't really feel the need to be putting people's full name out here. Well, this one's for Kaitlyn S. This one's for Kaitlyn S. That's your initial. I'm going to leave it at that. I just feel more comfortable doing it like that. I shuffled and everything before your reading. Thank you so much for booking with me. This makes me so happy. You don't even know how happy I am to read for you guys. I love these events and I'm so glad you guys like them. And feel free to comment below and tell me what you thought about this reading. That's the cool thing about these is that the comments are not going to be like, you know, I will see your comment, you know, it's just us here. Please make sure to do the ritual, okay? Very important for this group. Remember, they are tailored to the people specifically in this group. How does that work? Well, no accidents. The people that manage to book this particular group all have some kind of similarity in their energy. That's why you gravitated towards the same spot, okay? But if you feel guided to also check out the rituals in the other videos that I'm going to post, which are, you know, you'll see when they post because they're all different dates. Those are in April, which is this week towards the end. You can do those too, but this one was channeled specifically for you as priority. Okay, your questions are, I have it written down over here in my notebook. What should I do regarding this connection? And what are his feelings regarding this connection? I'm channeling already. Kaitlyn, this is very interesting energy I'm picking up on. Does somebody suffer with like depression or something like that? Because I instantly got this like burnt out kind of energy. Like, but it wasn't Nine of Swords energy, like anxiety. It was like a Five of Cups kind of energy that I just got like out of nowhere. Like a apathy kind of energy. So maybe 10 of Wands, some kind of overwhelm. Is that the 10 of Wands? I told you. They don't, it's not, is that the Five of Cups? Girl. And is that not the Nine of Swords? It's the Nine of Swords in reverse. I love when Spirit does things like this because that's their way of saying like, they always give me a little nudge. Like they'll do something to say, you're ready to go. You're ready to go. Meaning me. Because sometimes I'm not sure if I'm tapped in yet. That was their way of saying, you're ready to go. You're ready to go. And if you didn't know this, well, that's your confirmation. This is what's going on, whether with you or with him. But I'm getting with him too, even though you don't even know it. I mean, the Nine of Swords is still here regardless. So somebody has anxiety. So you might be the one that gets anxiety over the situation or you're worried about the situation. But somebody is burdened. Okay, feels overwhelmed. Five of Cups is melancholy. Could be like a depressive kind of energy. It says loss, leaving, sorrow. This could be regret. This is focusing on the cups that have spilled over, not focusing on the good thing. But somebody that doesn't have the ability to do that, they feel very burdened, okay? Stuck by something. This could be you too, but I'm getting this person might be somebody that quietly suffers with something like this. Burden, demands, overload. This person is not happy with their life. And therefore, it's very hard for them to even think about this overall feeling that they have that's overpowering their life. I'm getting, for whatever reason, maybe they suffer with this or they're just unhappy in their place in life right now. They have a lot of financial responsibility. They're not happy with their job. I don't care how they look on the outside. I'm telling you what's going on the inside. And I think that it's safe to say that I have very rarely ever seen somebody that has, have you ever noticed, and I really hate that this is coming up, someone that has committed acts of unaliving themselves. I don't want to flag my video. Always seem like the happiest people, like Robin Williams, like they're funny. Well, who was the recent one? Was it, what's his name, Twitch? Is that what they called him? You know, I'm not getting that this is the person that, I really hope not. I don't know why that's coming up. But this person's not so much in a good place as much as you think that they are. They're not in as good of a place as you think that they are. Look, Five of Wands, which is conflict, stress. They're going through something. And, you know, I know that this is this person's energy because this is the Empress in reverse, so it's not whoever's in feminine energy. Okay? It's his energy. You don't know anything about this. They feel stuck, Hanged Man. I'm telling you, they've been feeling like this for a while. Why? Moon. It's hidden. You don't know. They're struggling with something. And I know not just the confirmations, but this is this particular person's energy, because every reading has been different. But this, the moon is the shadow. The moon is something hidden. The moon is something you don't know about, something in the dark. These are also feelings that come in the dark. You notice there's a lot of feelings of feeling trapped here. Like someone here is being tied to the tree. This person has like a prison that's made out of logs here. And it's the number 5. The 5 means somebody is constantly wanting a change in their life, but it never pans out. Okay? But this prison here is also an illusion. Like this squirrel could just come out of it at any time. So that's how I know there's some kind of depressive element to it, because that's what it does. It's in your mind. It's ruled by your subconscious, and then you feel like you can't come out, even though you can, but you can't, because there's something in you that like ties you to it. Okay? I feel like this person feels like, and you know, so a lot of the issues that happen between you guys stems from this. Because when someone is feeling like this, they start to act in all sorts of ways. They either don't open up, or they could be irritable. They could be volatile. They could be angry, or they can be distant, or they can seem apathetic. They can avoid being vulnerable. Like there's so many different ways that this can manifest in the actual world. So they want you to know that. And I don't know why I just keep getting the energy that this is not so, like you can look again now with the 5 of Pentacles. Like I just keep getting the energy that this is somebody that's not going to tell you about this. Like exactly what they're feeling. But maybe that's why you're here. The 5 of Pentacles with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. There could be a money issue here. Now, I know this sounds really superficial, but it's really not. Society wants you to think it's superficial, but it's not superficial. Yes, people with masculine energy, like really, listen, finances stress out anybody. They do. But there's something that happens to a man in particular when they feel like they can't provide, when they don't have anything to offer. Like they just have that, and it's not just from societal pressures. It's just, you know, as in the male species, just like as a species, testosterone driven, have the urge to want to provide and protect. So when someone's in some kind of lack, that ability is kind of lowered. And that will create a very unbalanced man. There's definitely some kind of financial issue here. I'm going to tell you that. The 5 of Pentacles is a financial issue. I mean, it's in your face. And especially next to the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, which is loss of money. And if you notice this, see this Ace of Pentacles, which is supposed to be like a happy card. This is a brand new, stable beginning. But look at the image here. The pentacle has a tear on it. And everything is just going around and around and around. Broken letters, houses in reverse, broken keys, mountains to overcome, like things that you have to do, things that end up not getting done, things you have to do, things you have to end up getting done, things you have to pay, things you can't pay, and things are just piling up over them and going around and around and around and around, to the point where, you know, you see this card is especially powerful in this deck. Usually in the traditional tarot, it shows people outside in the cold in crutches, right? Looking kind of run down. This one shows somebody crying pentacles with a house upside down in their eye, on fire, growing devil horns. Like warts of devil horns all over their face. So their devil energy, the way that it is manifesting in their life is devil energy. Like fear of commitment, or not wanting just one person, or not opening up, etc. But this is the foundation of it. Okay? It's the foundation of it, of having some kind of house upside down. Listen, I don't care how this person looks on the outside. They might look like they have it all together. I always say, you never know what someone is really going through. Because if you're hearing this right now and saying to me, like, no, this doesn't sound like the right person, I'm going to guarantee you, I am like, very rarely pick up on the wrong things. And very rarely do I say the cards and then they don't come out. They do come out, and that's the way that they confirm it. So that means I am picking up on this energy, and they just keep confirming it. You know? So we didn't even get to your questions yet, but they felt like this was very important information for you to know. In the first place, they're going through something. And because of this, look, we got not today and boat. Not today, not dealing, her, avoiding a conversation, caller person, boundaries, still angry, next to boat. Receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, closure issues. This kind of confirms everything. Didn't I say they feel like they're not dealing with you, or they avoid you, or they have boundaries, or they act like they don't care, etc. Because they feel like you are not going to receive what you need from from them. But there might be like a devil energy component to this, because this might be the kind of person that makes you feel like there's something wrong with you instead of opening up about this. Instead of just being honest. In terms of their feelings towards you, this person truly does care about you. Their feelings for you are absolutely real. But they're also self-sabotage central. So this is also somebody that's really good at like tricking themselves into thinking that something's not so important. You know what I mean? Like they can, like, oh, this person's just not right for me, and being okay with it. But you know what's going to happen if they're saying that right now? They're going to realize it's going to hit them what you mean to them, which is a lot. And I'll confirm that for you. That's what I said. That they might act right now like it's nothing, but they're going to get hit with a tower moment about what they feel. The star card is guiding light, inspiration, faith, hope, miracles, infinite energy. Infinite energy is the key word here. That they infinitely are going to have this connection with you. Ace of Cups, love, relationships, beginnings. Tower card, destruction, enlightenment, release. Destruction, enlightenment, release. Is that as much as they want to release the feelings they have for you, they're going to keep getting tower moments in regards to how they feel about this connection, to a point where they're not going to be able to deny it anymore. This person is absolutely, like, you know the term midlife crisis? Whether it's midlife, early life, late life, you know, whatever, however old you are, they're going through it. You see, look, I just picked this up. If they act like they don't really feel anything about this connection, then suddenly they go through some kind of, see, the Eight of Cups in reverse, which is walking away. Eight of Cups upright is walking away, and reverse is not walking away. They're not going to be able to. They have infinite energy in regards to you. They're going to have tower moments in regards to what they feel about you. They're going to start to get worried about walking away from you, wanting to come back, wanting to have some kind of beginning in love and relationship with you. End of story. That's it's going to keep happening. That's to learn lessons. They just don't know how to make it happen. I don't know if you guys are at a distance. There's some kind of huge blockage here, whether in their own life or... Absolutely. The best thing that you could do in this connection, even though it's hard, because this person might really piss you off, okay, is, you know what, I'm going to let the divine say it. You know what? I was going to read an angel. I read one of these. I'm doing one of these for everybody that booked. I'm guided to read yours now. And then I'm going to continue on a little bit. Hold on. Oh, Jesus. Hold on. No. This is what happened for the last one. Is that what meant for you too? The last person just got the same one. Well, I'll take it. You know what? I'm going to do two for you. I'm going to read the set healthy boundaries. And I'm going to do another one. Set healthy boundaries. What they want you to do. You are a sensitive, loving, and considerate person who would never want to hurt someone else's feelings. You're an angel on earth, and we heavenly angels ask that you extend the same caring and thoughtfulness towards yourself that you do to others. Today, we'd like to work with you on setting healthy boundaries for yourself. This doesn't mean rejecting or avoiding other people. You'll simply create a clear understanding of what is and isn't acceptable to you in any relationship. This is especially important if you felt used or you felt like you've been treated unfairly by others. While it's possible that people aren't deliberately taking advantage of you, it's more likely that they don't realize how you feel. Setting healthy boundaries then involves being honest with yourself and those around you, which is an expected and normal part of any relationship. You can express your sincere emotions with the same sensitivity and love that you accord others right now. They'll respect your truthfulness, and you'll set a healthy example of how to take good care of yourself. When you're straightforward with other people, you feel happier being in their company. Your increased joy is a true gift to yourself and your loved ones. It's a blessing to the world. Thought for today: it's safe for me to say no to requests that don't feel right. When I honor myself, other people respect me too, and I have the right to my feelings whether not everyone agrees with them. I am honest with myself for others. So you don't have to give this person an ultimatum, right? Like, if you're not with me, I'm never gonna talk to you again. There's nothing to add anger to it. But they want you to set healthy boundaries with this person. Just tell them, look, like, you mean a lot to me, but I want to work towards marriage, or I want to have some kind of commitment, etc. If if this is not going to be that, I'm not here for sexual contact. We have to limit how we interact, etc. Like, we can be okay, but I'm going to date other people. And you need to set healthy boundaries. This person's going to respect you more for doing that, okay? And it's also, you have to kind of nip You have to nip it in the bud, the environment that you're allowing this devil energy to fester in and grow. Because they're in it within their own life and they're just projecting it onto yours and not going to commit right now. 147, know that you are externally loved. We have always loved you since your soul's inception long ago. You were born as God's perfect creation, and our affection for you has never wavered. We'll continue to be with you throughout eternity, forever by your side. You are eternally cherished, dear one. You've earned this just by the virtue of being a child of the divine. You don't need to do anything else to prove or deserve this favor. It's already yours forever. Thought for today, I am deeply loved right now. I deserve and welcome love, for it's safe for me to feel this emotion, and my heart is fully open to receiving this divine caring. That's from the angels to you. Yes, remember to call on them whenever you need help. But they also want you to know this about this person. Okay? They want you to stay in your divine power because this person's going through some devil energy, so you can't engage in it. Set your boundaries. This person's always going to see you in the way that I just read. Make believe they read that to you. Okay? So set your boundaries and maybe allow an environment where this person can open up to you without giving too much. There's an art to it. Without giving a crutch, without allowing that they could talk to you every day. And, again, makes you feel taken advantage of. If they make you feel taken advantage of, like this book said, it's not deliberate. But you gotta be honest and open with them about how it makes you feel. That, you talk to me every day, but we're not in a connection. I do have feelings for you, etc., etc., etc. But, if you ever need something, like I'm here, we can talk with limits. They'll start to really respect you and see your worth in time. I do feel like this is going to end up in some kind of connection, but in the future, this person's going through something right now. In the future, they're going through a karmic lesson, Wheel of Fortune. This is your destiny, though. It says karma destiny. This person does have to go through a period of hermit, healing, solitude, and inner work, okay, to balance out. And so do you. What's going to be the outcome between... You didn't ask that, but I assumed. What the heck? This card just fell, and I don't even know where it is. Was this it? That's the King of Swords. That's where they are right. That's where they are right now. Like cold. I feel like another one fell, and I don't know where it fell. Come on. They want you to, you're going to be alone for a while. Okay? Knight of Cups. And this person's going to come back wanting to be with you again. I feel like this is, see, Wheel of Fortune. There's lessons to be learned here still. Look at the Wheel of Fortune twice. Okay? But that also means, I'm going to tell you right now, look, Ten of Pentacles, which I saw there before, is a union. And the Sun is a union, is a happy card together. Lovers is a union. They're saying, though, it's up in the air. I'm going to tell you something right now. Any reader that tells you off the bat, like, you are absolutely 100% going to be with this person. Yes, I can tell you things like that. But I'm a little bit more honest than that, okay? I'm going to tell you the energy. I'm going to tell you that energy shifts. You are meant to be with this person. But you can't believe in someone telling you that something's going to be 100% definite if you also believe in things like demonic possession and dark entity possession. How can the two coexist? If you're meant to be with somebody, let's say they get so stuck in their devil energy, you think the devil's going to allow something, you saw the Wheel of Fortune twice, that was destined to be together, to come together? You think the devil's going to allow it? Or do you think your angels are going to let you be in a situation with somebody if you're doing the work that has some kind of demonic possession? Because, any kind of dark entity, that is a demonic possession. We've all had them at some point. The angels are going to protect you. So it is in your contract, both of you. We got the Wheel of Fortune twice to be together. Okay? But with free will, if you allow these dark entities that this person has, and is starting to attach to you to take over, it will break this connection. So what they're actually telling me to tell you is how to save it, how to allow this to manifest the way it's supposed to, because this is supposed to be your person. But they are so in this double energy that they can't see anything right now. They're telling you the path towards allowing this to unfold. Wheel of Fortune twice that we got. This destiny to unfold the way it was destined to. You got to set your boundaries. You got to keep your energy clear. You have to not engage in any of this connection with these dark entities this person has attached, because it's just going to come and get attached to you and just screw everything up. Because that's what gives these dark entities joy, is to ruin divine soul contracts. So by setting these boundaries and by giving this person an example what healthy boundaries is, but also being a force of light towards this person's life, every so often talk to them and like kind of encourage them to open up and be there for them, etc. But with boundaries. Over time, I feel like this person's going to be able to see the light. You guys are going to come together. But there is a big question mark in terms of your connection. It's not a definite, because it depends where you are in your journey. If this process already happened and then you ask the question, I could be like, yeah, no, it's happening like right now. It's already manifested, but you guys are still in the process of seeing what path you're going to take in terms of whether or not you're going to allow these dark entities to take over. Because this Five of Cups energy is strong. There's somebody has some kind of melancholy here. But there's divine love here. So you are meant to be together, but that they want you to set boundaries, do your own thing, focus on yourself. Speak with love though, not set boundaries in an angry way. Just tell them why you need it. But also be like, but we can be okay. And every so often, like every time you talk to them, be a light. Even if you are so angry and so hurt. Be a light. And remember why you're doing this. But without the energy of waiting, you have to let go of like, I'm just waiting for a moment this happens, because that's control. You have to surrender. I know it's so hard. But the outlook says you are supposed to be with this person, Kaitlyn. All right, this was, usually these are like 10, 15 minutes. This one was 30. I hope it was, I hope it helped. Next up, we have Elaine A. And Elaine A reads, hold on, I have it written down. Yes, we're back. I like to write things down. I have a printer and everything, but I still like to write it down. Elaine, is Leon the person for me, or is it time to move on? And will I make forward progress in my love life this year? Well, it's always a state of forward, it's always a state of forward progress, okay? And I'll tell you that. And this is not a accident right here. This is the Four of Cups and this is the Five of Cups. I don't read reversals, but everything, is intuitive here. And the way that this came out here, right here, is literally a progression, a movement forward. When you go from the Four of Cups to the Five of Cups is a movement forward. However, I like the fact that this came out backwards. I see that, it came out like that for a reason. I just take that as an omen, as progression in terms of your love life. The cups signify love, your emotions, your heart space. Five of Cups, however, is the melancholy, is regretting things that you've gone through in the past. It's the pain that you have inside because of things that didn't work out. It's the internal sadness, it's the depression, it's the disappointment, all of that. When it's in reverse, it's you releasing that, okay? The Four of Cups is an energy of being a little bit closed off to love, even though you think that you were open to it. There is an element of emotional availability, of closing yourself off to the potential, to what you deserve, of what you can create. You are keeping yourself small in terms of your heart space. Maybe because of the situation you've been dealing with, but just in life in general, okay? Not trusting love enough to open all the way. But then the progression this year is as such where the foundation of what was making you this way was, honestly, it could just be a string of disappointment after disappointment after disappointment after disappointment after disappointment of all of the things that you've gone through in the past is what I see here. So I do see that changing this year, but I do see, I was about to say at least 2 years, and that was the Two of Wands. Yes, healing. Yeah, with the Two of Cups. Okay, the way that I see it, and it's in reverse, right? What I was going to say is, and I was going to say it before without even the cards coming out like that. I was going to say, yeah, there's always, they want you to get out of the energy of thinking like, will I make progress? You're always making progress. Don't keep you are, every lesson that you learn, you are making progress. Every lesson that you learn, you are closer to love. Okay? The first year, I don't see you coming into a full-blown relationship this year. I have to keep it real. I see this year being a year, every experience that you have is going to be extremely significant and a very important part of your healing journey. And don't worry, we are going to talk about Leon, right? We're going to get into that. But right now I wanted to touch on this first. This entire year is about cleansing yourself, rebirth, renewing your faith that love can actually prosper, that you can find that person, because it's all energetic, Elaine, also. Maybe because of the way that things have been going on with Leon, it's like you have this energy out here that almost like you're blocking yourself off to prospects with other people too, because of what's happened with Leon. And I do see that there's been a lot, things didn't go as planned with this person. But what I was gonna say is, I saw the number 2. I see like this year is all gonna be focused more on healing, and next year you're coming into a very important connection. I'll confirm whether it's with Leon or not, but I just feel like it's not. And the thing about readings is that readings can be harsh and things can change. But it's what I see. And that doesn't mean that he's a horrible person or anything. I just see the divine just showed me a Wheel of Fortune for him. But a Wheel of Fortune with like, I saw the Ten of Swords, I saw the Wheel of Fortune, I saw the World's card, kind of like and I saw the Death and Transformation, but I don't see the Six of Cups, like a reconciliation with this person. I see like, you guys are going to come to a place where, look, they just confirmed that there's a Ten of Swords right now, where things are going to end. It might be tough in the beginning, but then it's going to be okay, amicable. But you're going to come to a place where you're going to understand the reason why everything happened between you guys. Okay? You're going to use that. It's going to propel you forward towards your healing journey. Okay? And honestly, you're going to get to a point where you're going to be bored with the situation, dealing with this person. Like, and what I'm saying about, readings being harsh is that, like, it sounds harsh to give you 2 years worth of energy in, 15, 20 minutes? Like, right? That I'm giving you the energy of the answers to the questions that you asked. But it's not as straightforward as that. Like, it's going to be a journey. You're going to go through situations with this person. You're probably going to go through ups and downs with this person. You're going to be talking 1 minute, not talking. There's going to be some arguments. There's going to be conversations. There's going to be tears. There's going to be happiness. It's going to be something, things are going to happen. Tower moments are going to happen, like upheaval, etc. But overall, I'm telling you how it's going to turn out. I really do feel like it's not that this person's a malicious person, but it was meant to end. You're going to look back at the situation and feel differently about it. You're closer every step of the way in this journey. You're closer to wanting to let this go. Because of, look, because of the devil energy that you guys keep experiencing together. And then once you do, you're actually going to find an emperor. Not saying that he's not, but this is the embodiment of all kings. This is somebody that's going to be ready for a relationship, like off the bat. The Ten of Cups is a union. Okay, you are going to come together with someone that there's going to be no question about it. Like you're going to be dating like to marry, or dating to have something serious like right away. Okay, after the foundation with this other person is destroyed, because the Tower card is the destruction of an old foundation for a new one to be built. The Ten of Swords is an ending, and not any ending. It's a difficult one. There's pain here. There's feelings of betrayal, of backstabbing. There's all sorts of feelings that you need to heal and go through. But there is no bigger confirmation than the fact that in the beginning, we got the Four of Cups to the Five of Cups, which is a progression. The Five of Cups was in reverse, which is that sadness. When you get the Ten of Swords, this kind of pain. It brings you to the Five of Cups, but we got it in reverse. So like they're giving you a snapshot of the things that are to happen. There's definitely going to be more devil energy moments between you and this person, because the Tower is being destroyed, and I'm sorry. I'm not saying this person's malicious, but they trigger a part of you that was meant to come to light so you can heal it. But you're going to end up feeling really, this is being taken advantage of. Because you know what? The images always mean something to me also. Like they never guide me to decks for no reason. And this one, the Ten of Swords in the traditional tarot, it shows somebody on the floor with 10 swords in their back, right? In pain. This one, it's an eye with 10 swords. So this is like when your eyes are like busted wide open. Like you are crying. You see the tears here. But the tears of the pain are actually putting the fire out of the water. The tears of that are coming out of the eye that's in pain is actually what's putting out the fire. And I take that as an omen too. It's like, didn't I say that you're going to get to a place where you're even going to feel differently because you're going to be kind of bored of going through the same things with this person? So it's like the flame, like the passion, eventually you're going to be shocked when you look back that you're not going to feel that way anymore, because your tears are going to like kill that passion. But when the eye is open, it means you start to see things clearly. There's something that you're going to see that's going to, that you're going to see the devil energy for what it is. But then shortly after, then that's what I'm saying. It's like, then it becomes a healing journey. And then how does it go suddenly to a 10 of Cups and an Emperor? Because it's going to lead you to a place where you're going to heal, and you're going to meet somebody that's like, that's never going to have you question anything. Ten of Wands, Seven of Air, Death, Four of Air. Jeez. Hold on. Wait a second. The Ten of Fire is the Ten of Wands, which is burden. Seven of Air is the Seven of Swords, which is deception, getting away with things. The Death card is an ending for transformation to occur within you, because the Four of Air is the Four of Swords, which is like meditation and healing and going within and figuring something out. There is something deceptive about Leon, okay? I don't know whether it's malicious or it's not. Whatever it is, you're going to end up feeling deceived by this person and just burdened by the situation. I feel like there's going to be a point where this person's going to start to come forward and saying that they want something with you, etc. And then you're going to give into it, but then they're never actually going to give you what they said that they were going to give you. the Hermit card, as I said that. I saw the World too with the Ten of Swords. Chariot, Seven of Pentacles, and Star. I'm telling you that, like, after the situation, and I'm saying, and I feel like you and him are going to go through a cycle up to the end of the year. It's going to lead you, you're going to have a moment of isolation, okay? Like hermit mode. It's going to lead you to a new beginning. That's going to, honestly, like, you're there. The Seven of Pentacles is somebody taking stock of everything they've gone through in the past. Just throw it in the air like, you know what, I'm done with this. Star card. And you should be. Because I don't think that he's a bad person. I think he really does care about you. I know that he loves you a lot. But there's something about him that makes it very difficult to, like, he might, yeah, look, see, it's his shadow. Okay? He cannot conquer his shadow. And he might genuinely, like, feel one moment that he feels a certain kind of way for you, that he wants to, you know, be with you. But everything happens, and, like, I just get the energy that, like, everything is short-lived with this person. Like, and because they're too guarded. And they're also, you know, I just get an energy of very, like, they seek self-gratification a lot. And they like the gratification that you give them. The healing that this person has to do, and you have to heal too, is, look at it this way. They have a couple more hard lessons to learn before they can even open their heart up to love. And it's going to take longer than what the divine wants you to wait for. This is the kind of person that needs to hit, like, rock bottom before they have any inkling that they need to change something about themselves. What's up with this person? Tell me, I need to know more about who he is as a human being. No. Seven of Wands. I bet you it's going to be something else with this, though. I bet you it's going to be something else with this. I knew it. I knew it. I was like, yeah, with the Five of Cups. I knew it. I was like, I bet you. Because I'm like, you know, I'm like, here I am. Tell me about this person. I'm like, tell me about them. Then we get the Seven of Wands, which is challenge and courage. And the Ten of Pentacles, which is like union, family, property, prosperity. I'm like, there's no way. Because that's not the energy I'm picking up on. But I said I knew something else was going to come out. And this is what we got. Yeah. What? Oh, it fell. And what we get is confirming what came out. What I said, you know, it's somebody, they can't conquer, they work in spurts. Like all of a sudden they see you as somebody they, you know, I want to build this with you. I want to be with you. You're my Queen of Cups. Which is, you know, nurturing my person. And then it's this. Five of Cups, loss, leaving, sorrow. It literally says that. Melancholy, things didn't work out. Seven of Swords again, which is the deception, the lies. But look at this Seven of Swords. This Seven of Swords has a bird that has, even though it's a different color stone, like an engagement ring or some sort. But that, you know, he stole it. Like never actually gave it. It's a theft, dishonesty. It's a theft and dishonesty. And the Magician, which is power, action, skill, power, action, says, but the Magician is manipulation. It's manipulating energy. That's what I said. So this person might genuinely, like, it might not be so calculating like malice. Like, I'm gonna tell them that I want to have a home and have family, and they're like a sociopath that's trying to ruin your life and they're lying. I don't think that. I think that this person has an intimacy issue, and they get like these wild ideas where they feel like love, and they get in their head and they think that you're the one, and then they start saying they want all these things, and then all of a sudden they can't control their shadow. When there's something that turns them off, or which is normal in a relationship, or you have some kind of conflict, which is normal in a relationship, they don't have the capacity to actually engage. They don't have the capacity to actually be in a connection. They don't have the capacity to actually work on it, like through thick and thin. Like, it's like things are either perfect, or it's like really black and white. Things are either perfect, or they just like, they can't do it. They have an intimacy issue, whether they are a dismissive, avoidant attachment style. You could look into that, or if they just have like, maybe they're a covert narcissist. I'm not sure. It's something, or maybe it's CPTSD, some kind of trauma response. But they'll feel a certain kind of way. They really believe it. This person's the one. They might even love bomb you. And then when they're about to get close, all of a sudden, they can't help but get turned off and then push you away. But then what happens in that situation is what I'm getting. What ends up happening when that happens is that they start to manipulate the situation and hurt you and make you feel like it's because of something to do with you. And it has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with them. The only thing that we want to work on within you is what about you clings on to this person when they make you feel this way. Because you are constantly disappointed. You are constantly there with that cup, like, well, he said he wanted this with me. He said, and you're compassionate and you're open, and then you're always left going from this, and you're always giving more than this person ever gives to you, and then you're just there alone, being left feeling like this person was dishonest and that you were manipulated. And there's always some excuse for it. And they always make you feel if you just did a little bit more, it would change. No, it's not, because it's this person's issue. Maybe they had problems with their own mother growing up, and that's why they're reflecting that shit onto you. That's not going to change right now. This person got a problem. And as long as you're with them, they're going to make you feel like you're a problem, or they're going to trigger something in you that you don't even know, a monster that's actually going to make you a problem so that they could project onto you, and you're going to start acting out of character. You don't want to be that person. I hope this makes sense. But that's what I'm getting. I'm getting that. And I hope it resonates. You tell me down below if it does or doesn't. And if you don't know what the hell I'm talking about, this will come to light soon, because I'm very confident in the messages I'm receiving. 100%. Telling you this person's there's gonna be a moment they're gonna offer you the world, and it's not really gonna pan out. They're gonna find something. And listen, they might say it's you, but they're going to do this to you. They're going to do it. They've done it to other people, and they're going to continue to do it. It's not going to take, if they have kids, something's going to happen with their kids, something that's going to actually trigger them to reach rock bottom. But you are not meant to be look, they need to reach like a real level of heartbreak, 3 of Swords. That's what this is. To learn your lesson, but you're not meant to be there. You're not meant to have your heart broken anymore. You're meant to, they want you to heal, and you're gonna meet somebody new and they just, whenever I get the Ace of Swords, when I say something like that, is like, what I was gonna say is that whenever I get the Ace of Swords, when I say something like that, it's their way of like confirming it. It's this sword of truth next to the Lovers. In the second year, you're going to meet this person. That's what I got for you. And I think that they confirmed that pretty well, Elaine. I hope that this resonated. You don't have to comment down below. There's no obligation. Absolutely not. I'm not trying to like pressure you into that. Okay? But if you want to, we're here. Sending love. I hope that this was worth the booking and you felt like it was worth it. Alright? I'm so happy to do these again. Alright, next I'm going to do see. This is like the intermission period. So if anyone's here, you can just go down to the description box and like click the timestamps, because this is my intermission where I start going through my notes, my people, my questions, shuffle, clear the energy, and such. I don't know, I just find it easier than just turning the device off and coming back. This is one. Okay, I'm gonna do Jade E next. Okay. Let me just shuffle, clear the energy. Damn. I didn't even read the question yet, Jade. And the freaking 10 of Cups, Union, Justice, and the Page of Swords comes out. Damn. That's bold. Are you already in a connection with this person? I didn't even read your question yet. Listen, the Justice card is balance. This is balance, equality. It's also the justice system. The Page of Swords, it says here curiosity, intelligence, charm, ambition. But the Page of Swords is also, I see it as like media of any sort or communication. And the 10 of Cups is family. Here, this card says prosperity, joy, family, contentment. Damn. And she literally has 2 children. It's like that's what you ask, and they like off the bat are giving you the answers. Before I even get into anything. Jade, you're extremely intuitive, okay? I don't know if somebody in your family did what I do for a living or something like that, but specifically. like specifically, I'm not saying like somebody in your family went to Barnes & Noble and bought a pack of tarot cards. I'm talking like they practice maybe even like Caribbean or Latin American or some kind of ritualistic practices. If you don't know about it, then I'm telling you that somebody did, because I have a connection, and this has not come out in anybody's reading, just yours. I have a connection. I work with a particular group of deities, right, that run deep in my veins, are the ones that help me with my messages, and they help particular people. They call them their children. But I'm seeing you as like their child almost. And I don't even know if you know what these deities are. They tend to be connected to the Hispanic culture. And I'm not just doing that saying that because you were asking about, I don't even know if you're Hispanic or not. And there are other people that are here, and it has nothing to do with that. Like but they're like here, like they just showed me like a baptism. I don't know. Somebody in your family has some ties to the same ties that I have one way or another. Or they've practiced something, whatever the case may be. Before I even start with the message, you're very intuitive. I don't know if you practice this already or if you're a reader yourself, but you didn't mention anything about you. I don't know. But you need to maybe, you would really benefit from getting into it, or finding somebody to guide you towards opening your gifts and tapping into that. That's already in your ancestry. It's already there for you. You were born with it. Like I said, I just saw an image of like a baptism. You know, that's how I started having my gifts too. I had a dream about my own baptism, not into Christianity, from like the deities that I'm talking about, because usually people, they go and it's done for them, you know, like it's some kind of initiation ritual, or some people dream of it. I dreamt of it. But you have some kind of an ability. I don't know if you do this for a living, and I keep repeating that, but they just keep like telling me that you have some kind of gift, but it runs in your family, and it's not something you need to be ignoring, but I feel like you don't ignore it. You know what I'm talking about, do you? Listen, you're a very protected human being. We all are, though. I'll tell you something about that, Jade, and whoever's watching. And I feel guided. Damn, with the lovers. Oh my God, with the 10 of Pentacles. And then we have the Death sideways. Because you think that this is like not working out. No, but yes, it is. But you're gonna move forward. Whenever I get a connection with someone like so fast, like things just like, it's because our deities our spirit guides are working together like powerfully. It's a connection that we have. I haven't had that with anybody else, so not like this. That's why I'm telling you that. Hold on. Sorry. Was it like maybe it was a grandmother or somebody that passed? I don't know. There's just like a spirit team. There's like a big spiritual presence here. Like, holy shit. And they have one hell of a personality. I'm just telling you. What I was going to say is I feel like I'm going to make a video about this on YouTube at some point. I don't like whenever you hear people saying like the chosen ones or anything like that. Or the ones that are particularly protected. Like, I don't know. I just feel like there is a particular like spiritual narcissistic vibe to that. And I don't know if people realize that in the community, in the spiritual community. We are all, at the end of the day, protected. Okay, everyone has access. To say that one person has access to protection and another person doesn't is ridiculous. We are all children of God, above all. Okay, and we all have the right to call on the angels and call on God for protection at any point. Okay, but in terms of what I'm saying, like how I can phrase it is that there are some people that have a particular spirit team who are here on a mission. A particular mission, like you have a soul's purpose here. You didn't even ask this, and it's coming out. Okay, and it has to do with spirituality, and I encourage you to continue to go after it, even though you literally do not ask any of this. This didn't come out for anyone else either, so it's for you. Can I at least read her questions? Because they're not letting me. Wow, they just like put the whole spread here. I didn't even, oh my God. And the Death card is like, wouldn't be surprised if I get the freaking High Priestess card that says Spirit World on it. This is just a representation that it's your spirit team that just did all this. Like, they don't even let me read your question. Jeez, your questions. Hold on. What do I need to know about Derek Xavier Reese and I's relationship? What's going on? What can I do? Etc. Okay. Doesn't this seem like a fairy tale when I know it's not? When I know that it's not. Are you concerned that they're dealing with somebody else? Because I'm just not getting that. I'm just not getting that. But if there was some kind of third-party influence, it's not something that's going to affect that is still going on, or is, you know, Okay, first and foremost, there's some kind of element about family here. So I don't know if you're like worried about a mother of a child, the mother of one of their, yeah. See, now I have the Nine of Swords here. If you're worried about some kind of third party somehow, some kind of something you're worried about. There's the Nine of Swords, which is anxiety and worry. The Eight of Cups is walking away, change, shift. From Three of Cups is friends. It says friends, joy, abundance. It says family, friends, joy, abundance. But I'm getting like third party somehow. So I don't know if you are concerned whether or not they're truly walked away from somebody, or if somebody's in the middle or something like that. And listen, when I do say to people in these readings, geez, what just fell over here? What I do say to people when I give readings is that sometimes what I say makes absolutely no sense to you right now, Jade, but this is here forever. This isn't going away. So at any point you can come back to this reading and it might make sense in the future, because time is an illusion. Time is fluid in that way. So this might not be something that even makes sense to you right now. Okay? But I have a feeling like it probably does. Okay, because there's definitely some kind of worry here in regards to, okay, because the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles and the Lovers is an established connection. Okay, and the Justice and the Chariot, but then we have the Eight of Cups, because the Chariot could be moving forward or moving away from. Are you afraid of a third party? Are you afraid that this person is going to leave, that you guys are going to separate somehow because of some things that are going on? There's some kind of fear here about an ending. You're worried that if things don't change, if things don't shift, because the Eight of Cups here says change and shift, that this isn't going to work out. And you really want it to. You really do want balance here. You really do want this to work out. You really do want things to be right. I have a feeling that you're not perfect and you know that. I don't know if you have something to do with this drama or something that happened here. Let's keep it real. It's not always the other person. I don't know. I just felt like saying that. So it has to be for a reason. But the Chariot here says journey, success, and progress. You want to make progress. You guys have come a long way. Listen, for the Chariot to be here, you've come a long way. And there's major arcana on the table. The Death, the Chariot, Justice, the Lovers. Those are all major arcana which signify giant soul lessons. So you've learned multiple soul lessons with this person. Okay? Enough for things to end and for things to transform, maybe multiple times over and over again. The Death card here says transformation, new beginnings, change, and endings. Okay? I think what's going to end here is the Page of Swords. The confusion. Because the Page of Swords is curiosity, intelligence, charm, ambition, like curious about where things are going. That's what's going to end. The confusion. The Seven of Cups is like not knowing where to go with the situation. There's choices, choice, instinct, passion, extremes. But here, I don't know if you're together with this person or not, but the Six of Cups is a reconciliation card. Harmony. Childhood. I don't know if you've known this person since childhood, or someone you could, I just get the energy you've known this person for a long time. If not, then energetically, like, because I'm getting this is old. This is not like somebody asking you a question about somebody that like they just met or have only been on the journey with for like a couple of months or something. Like, this is someone you've known, and if it's not that way, if not physically, then energetically, but I feel like it's physically. It feels that way to me as I read it. This person wants to have wants to move things forward and make this like a prosperous official relationship. Okay? There's either some kind of family or friends in the way. I don't know why I keep getting that. That's causing some kind of anxiety or is in the middle somehow. Whatever this kind of, or it's just third party energy, right? Whatever this energy is, there's a walking away from it. I want to know what's causing Jade anxiety here. What's causing you anxiety is the Ten of Cups. The actual connection. How? The Empress. Is this like a mother of their child? Is that what it is? And an Emperor. What is causing you anxiety is the Ten. Now we have the Emperor and the Empress on the table with the Ten of Cups. Is this person married to somebody else or something? Or is it what's causing you anxiety? I saw Wheel of Fortune. What's causing you anxiety is that you want to know, like, if you're going to end up in a union, like an official union with this person and pregnant. Because one of your questions is, when will I have a baby? Okay? The Emperor and the Empress together is we got the Ten of Cups twice, okay? Is a married couple. Like it's an official, like that's it, it's a union, okay? It's a union. It is an official union. You and this person are going to have this together. And you are also going to have a child. Now, this child already exists spiritually. But I don't see it for like another 3 years. But you know that time can change that. Okay, timing is something very hard to give in tarot because time is fluid and it depends on your lessons. But I see it in 3 years. I forgot that the Empress card is actually the number 3. I kid you not. I just realized that again. Listen, that's confirmation. Now we have the breast milk. I said in the beginning 2 kids. I feel like you're going to have 2 children. Because now we have the 2 of Pentacles. That's the first thing that I thought about. Like, does that mean 2 children? Yeah, with the breast milk. Okay? There's 2 children here that I'm seeing. Unless this person already has a child and then you're going to have another one. Okay? But that's confirmation. Because that is literal breast milk, okay? With a literal pregnancy. But I don't see that happening for another 3 years. I do see you with this person, and I do see you having a child with this person now, okay? What you need to know is that this person really does feel this way about you, okay? And you guys have gone through a lot, and they do recognize a lot about their behavior more. You know, I feel like in the past year, they have grown as a person remarkably, okay? Remarkably. What you can do is just continue to focus on your healing. They want you to work on being a little bit more clear about what it is that you want with this person. Voice it. Not in a demanding way, but tell them exactly what it is that you're expecting and that you're hoping for. Okay? But I feel like this is already on this person's mind. Tell them this is where I want to be by the end of the year. This is where I want to be by the end of next year. This is where I see myself. How do you feel about that? I feel like the next 6 months are going to be the most significant for you guys. Honestly, I do feel like at first, like you and this person are going to have some struggles probably for the next 6 months, but the following 6 months is going to be like a reparation that's going to make you stronger than ever. And like I said, these readings are here for you to come back to. Okay, because it's so easy for me to just tell you, oh, you're going to end up with this person, you're going to marry this person, you're going to have a baby in 3 years, all this stuff, right? And then like next thing you know, 2 months later, like a month from now, you and this person are like, we blocked each other, it's a mess, right? And you're like, what the F? I do feel like there's going to be a pause in your journey somehow, some kind of things that you have to figure out, but then you're going to have a brand new, yeah, look with the 10 of Swords right here. There's going to, and the Lovers, there's going to be some kind of pause in your connection. In the next 6 months, there's going to be something that happens that's going to lead you to a new beginning with this person, okay? But it's also going to lead to some kind of an awakening and healing of the heartbreak that's been causing you guys all of the issues that you've been having in the first place. It's going to be what you need so that you can really go within and get rid of that devil energy. But eventually, okay, by the end of the year, I do see you guys like not having any of these issues anymore. As I said that, it was a 6 of Cups. It's the reconciliation. Page of Cups. You guys are going to learn how to give and receive more. You're going to learn the error of both of your ways. Okay? I'm going to read from the Enduring Virtue Daily Guidance. I'm going to get a message here for you. Hold on. Because that kind of, it's not, it had a little bookmark and then it doesn't flip right. Give me a message for Jade. Meet new friends. 298. We angels can help with your friendships, both old and new, if you ask us to. We can support you through misunderstandings, help you with communication, and provide you with ideas to celebrate the love between you and those you care about. We're all so happy to usher in new friends for you as you've grown in your spirituality. Your relationships may have shifted. Some people whom you once considered yourself close to are drifting out of your life, and you seem to have different interests from a few of your loved ones. But have no fear, these transitions and changes will balance everything out very soon. Ask us to help you with your friendships. Know that some of the new people you've met and soon will meet are the answers to your prayers. Hold expectations of having wonderful, harmonious connections, and that result is inevitable. Inevitable. I have to say it like that. Inevitable. Thought for today. I have wonderful new acquaintances in my life, for I am a good ally. I ask my angels to help me in every area of my relationships, and I trust the process of bonding with my old and new friends. Okay, there is something here. You don't even ask about that, but it's too uncanny, because the 3 of Cups, I think they wanted me to touch on that, and I was kind of missing the point. The 3 of Cups says family, friends. And then I was saying, like, the walking away from family and friends causing you some kinds of anxiety. I don't know if that message is for you or the one I just read is actually a message for him. But it is clear to me that there is an element here about somebody walking away from some family and friends. Not you and him walking away from each other. Not you and Derek. I'm talking about either Derek walking away from family and friends, or you walking away from family and friends, or both of you. Because this 8 of Cups is change and shift, which means like change in your friends and family, or, you know, that is the problem here. There's somebody has some really bad influences around you that makes things very difficult. But you're starting to open your eyes to everything that we just read in that book, okay? So I need you to pray on it, okay? And that change is happening. The angels are guiding. But there is just like bad influence. And take this as an omen. You need to be careful who gives you advice. Stop asking people other than, obviously you're asking me, but don't go around telling like friends and family all the things that you're going through with Derek, because they might be filling you with some projections of their own nasty shit, and the divine had to tell you that today. Okay? I hope that this reading resonated, or if it doesn't, I hope it does soon. Okay? I really do trust that whatever comes out of my mouth is channeled, so it should resonate. Remember that they're always here to stay. You are welcome to comment down below and review it if you want. You don't have to. It's not obligated. I am not offended if you don't. Everyone has their own choices, whatever kind of privacy that they want. Totally fine with me either way. But I'm really happy that you booked. I'm happy to have read for you. I want you to know you're going to have a brand new beginning. You're going to get out of this anxious energy with this person. And listen, there's no doubt in my mind that this is your person. Literally, as I said, this is the card that landed on the top. It's the Wheel of Fortune, which says karma and destiny. This is your destined person, someone you've been learning a lot of lessons with, okay? And if I ever offer one of these again, feel free to book as many times as you want. I'm here for you. All right, love and light, Jade. Let me see who's next. Should I stop this and press re-record? Yeah, I think. Next up, I have, let's see here, my book. I have Tiffany Crow. Tiffany Crow, I'm so happy to read for you. Yay. Okay. I hope this reading resonates. I want you to know that time is fluid. So some things, this is in particular for you, some things may not make sense right now. And if they don't, do you have some kind of financial worry right now? I just got interrupted. You didn't even ask this with the Hanged Man on top. That's what happens though when you book readings. I mean, things just come out, they come out. What I was gonna say is that if it doesn't make sense right now, that doesn't mean that it won't later. Readings are completely timeless. So some things you might be like, what is she talking about? You can come back to this reading. This video is going nowhere. 6 months from now, 7 months from now, and be like, that makes complete sense. So take it with a grain of salt in terms of when it comes to timing. But I do believe, as I was, they always do something in every reading. You can click on everybody and find like something, like one little uncanny detail. They always do something. When I say they, I mean the angels, the divine, my spirit team. They always do something just to confirm their presence before I begin. It's their way of saying, like a buzzer button, like we're here, we're ready. And they just did that by flipping literally at the star card, which is like hope, healing, faith, but it's also the star card for me is the divine. It's the divine giving messages. It's a divinely guided, star-led reading, okay? So even though you didn't ask me anything about finances, if certain things here just pop out that I feel like need to be shared, I'm gonna share it, okay? And like I said, if you're not having any financial difficulty right now, that doesn't mean, and I hope not, okay? I mean, this is not something anybody wishes for or wishes upon anybody. Now my dog is crying in the background. Come here, sweetheart. I don't know. But if that's the case, I want you to know whenever it happened, it could happen in the future. There's definitely some kind of lack. And the Five of Pentacles, some readers read it as being left out in the cold. If it's in regards to a relationship, it's the energy of lack altogether. In this deck, though, in particular, and that is how I'm reading it, I am seeing finances. Pentacles signify things on the material plane. It shows an eye with a house upside down, devil horns all around, and tears with the pentacles. And every pentacle has an eye with a teardrop coming out of it. Okay? And what I'm getting by those devil horns does not mean that you're a demon and that is why you are losing finances or having financial trouble. No. Devil energy could just very much so be the energy of fear, right? You're afraid that something isn't going to pan out or that your situation financially is not going to change. Again, if this does not make sense to you now, it can make sense in the future. Okay, but you see, this is crazy because of what came after it. It's the Ace of Pentacles, honey. The Ace of Pentacles is a brand new beginning financially, instability altogether. If this is not about finances, it could just be about, things that you're lacking. And you know what that looks like to me? Not only is this a positive card, but no accident that this particular Ace of Pentacles also has an eye with a tear coming out of it. But it is the Ace of Pentacles after all, which is not a negative card. It's a card of brand new beginnings, things turning around. You see the image, how it looks like things are spinning? Means things are actually turning around for the better because aces are brand new beginnings. This is abundance. This is a financial opportunity. This is your tears beginning to dry, even if you feel stuck right now. Okay? So there is something about that. If you have some kind of business and it's not going well, that's going to change. Either way, there is a new beginning coming for you that's going to bring more stability to you. You just don't see it right now. Okay, that's a side message. Okay, I am going to get into your questions, but like I said, even though these are, they're $60 2 questions supposed to be to the point, I don't do this for the money. If something comes through that's meant to be shared, I'm going to share it. And that's that. I just want to know more information about this particular message for whatever reason. Meaning whatever reason it just came out, not for whatever reason. I know why I'm getting more information on it. Hold on. I mean, that's what it is. The Seven of Pentacles is the reaping what you sowed card. It's taking stock of everything you've built so far and seeing how far you've come. Okay? But look what the sun says. The sun says goals, potential, and success. So it looks like you're in the stage, and I think this particular message is starting to overlap into one of your questions. Oh, that's why it helps to read them first, right? I feel like one of your questions, number 2, is what does God's Spirit need me to know in general about where I'm at with my life's journey? Oh, well, I guess they're kind of going into that. Without me even going question answer, they're just going to the point. You see, this here is you. That sun says goals, potential, and success. This year is extremely important for you, they're saying, in regards to your finances and in regards to your stability. First and foremost, they want to commend you for the amount of work that you've been putting in your journey, your healing, wanting to better your finances, and all of that you've been doing. They see it, okay? They want you to be less of a perfectionist, and they want you, okay, to forgive yourself if for the times that you thought, that you've been working on things and then you fall backwards and you start to doubt yourself, okay? You are going to see the fruit of your labor this year in particular. They want you, look, I don't even read reversals, but there's a relationship forming here, 2 of Cups, partnership. Whoa, that's already, it starts to melt together, right? There's the Strength card. I don't read reversals, but the way that it came out, I'm being told to read it this way. The Devil in reverse. That is you. Strength card. conquering a beast by yourself. And that beast is that devil. That beast is that devil that was keeping you in this lack mentality or in this struggle. That's in reverse. This year is going to be very significant for you in regards to tackling all of these goals. The divine wants you to know that you have mastered the art of manifestation, but they don't want you to give up when you don't see things right away. It's going to take some hard work. As long as you have a very clear goal this year, they're going to make sure that it succeeds. I don't know if you've been thinking of starting your own business or if you already have one, Tiffany, because I'm seeing you actually putting work towards something or growing something, whatever the case may be. It's going to, I see success all over it, okay? But this might be a nudge if you haven't done something like that. The divine wants you to try something new. I don't know. Think of like opening an Etsy store or starting a channel or anything that you've been thinking about doing. If something is holding you back, it's time to conquer your fears. I see the devil energy as fears. Whatever this devil energy was that gives you the horns here is what stops you from succeeding. It's almost like you have a fear of success, or you feel like you can't, or you feel like you've put a lot of effort towards things in the past and nothing's come from it so much. It's not going to be the case. That's not going to be the case this year. I do, for whatever reason, they just keep showing me like a business. Now they're also showing me love, okay? Two of Cups and the Lover's card. That's a connection. What's your connection? Can they at least let me? Why are you crying, sweetheart? Let me at least read the first question. And the Sun, and it's going to be the happiest connection you've ever been in. This year is going to be a change for you. You're going to walk away from all of the illusions, all of the confusion, not knowing where to go. I see a move for you. I don't know where that just came from. I don't see the Chariot here. I don't see any of that. But I literally just saw you moving. Are you trying to move? I just see this year as like the biggest change, Tiffany. Like you don't see it coming. And you know, that happens. That's why I said, because one of the biggest emphasis that, one of the biggest things they had me emphasize at the beginning of the reading was how things might not make sense now, but come back to it. It could be, something along the lines like, look, if you would have told me that I was going to move to the Dominican Republic, I would have called you nuts. Even while I was in the country on vacation, I would have still called you nuts. I stayed out of nowhere. I just stayed. You would have called me nuts. So if this makes no sense to you right now, that's fine. But I'm telling you, I see a move. I see a change. I see something just working out for you in a way that you don't expect. 8 of Cups, you're walking away from something that's been in your life for a very long time, whether it be a location or a job or a mindset. You've been in a state for a long time where your thoughts are all over the place. You have a lot of options. You don't know if you should do this, if you should do that in terms of career, in terms of where to move, what kind of, you've been wanting something new though, or a relationship, everything, okay? You've been out of touch with who you really are and what your soul's purpose is. But in that time, these vines have been growing and they eventually destroyed this old pillar for you to get out of this confusion. They want you to work on specific things this year. Where you're at in this life's journey right now is exactly that. You're about to enter a brand new timeline. It's time for a new move, a new way of looking at life, a new way of handling how you deal with your emotions, I'm hearing. Okay? It's time to put yourself first a little bit. So you put too much energy on everything around you except yourself. And don't have to share with people if you want to start a business, you know, if there's naysayers, anything that you grow right now, if anyone tries to discourage you, ignore it. I don't know, they just keep saying over and over again, like you're trying to start something on your own. There's no limits to what you can achieve. It is going to be successful. It's going to get you out of this, out of whatever situation that you're in. Now let's talk about love. Your question is, should I continue to manifest who I believe is my divine counterpart or walk away from the connection for good? Wow. We have a soul connection on the table. We got the Two of Cups. We have the Lover's card, and we have the Sun, which is a soul connection. Why am I getting two people though? And why is my dog crying so much? What's wrong, sweetheart? He's crying under his breath. You know what it is? And that's an omen too. Since I move, when I move, I don't move my things in boxes. I move them in these like giant duffel bag luggages. Because since I moved overseas, you know, when I first came here, I just came with regular luggage. And then the second, third time I buy it, they're like literally, they sell them for like $20 on Amazon. These like huge like duffel bags that are technically allowed by the airline, as long as it's not over 50 pounds, but they're huge and they're fabric. So I've collected so many of them because every time I would go to the States, I would need a big one like that to like stock it up with stuff they don't sell here or is more expensive here. So now when I move and stuff, I don't move with boxes, I move with those. Like I use them for traveling and also to store things and also to like move from place to place anyway. So I'm trying to like put away some bed sheets and stuff I don't use anymore. And every time he sees the luggage, I realize he gets really emotional and starts to cry. And I realize it's hitting me that it's because when I left to New Jersey in December, he associates seeing that luggage with us leaving him for a long time. And he's really emotional about it right now and anxious. And I didn't just share that story to ramble in the middle of your reading. I feel that way about this person. What is going on with him? Because he's not committing and you guys don't have anything going on right now. But at the same time, he doesn't want to see you leave. I'm not sure if there's no communication between you and this person, but if there isn't, there's still an element to him that makes him feel like he can come back whenever he wants to, if that's the case. Do you hear the whimpering? Somebody misses somebody like crazy. I would tell you that. I need more information. But I also keep seeing, oh, this card actually has two people on it. There's the Wheel of Fortune, which is karmic lessons. But that's not why I saw two people. I just keep seeing actual, like, physically two people. Like two people that are not you. Hang on. Tell me about this person that she considers her divine counterpart. Look. Okay, now we have the Star and the Emperor. That's who we're talking about. Listen, I don't say this to everybody. There's definitely some kind of sadness here in regards to this connection. And there you are, which is you asking me whether or not you should just let this go. That is your whole demeanor right there with the Four of Cups. Yearning, disillusion, and boredom, it says. Literally, that is where you're at right now. I mean, this depicts your question because you're feeling Five of Cups. You're feeling like sad about the situation. It says loss, leaving, sorrow. Like you don't know if you should leave. You're sad about the situation because it's not going the way that you want it to go. You're ready to just pour this cup out and let it go. But then I see such strong love cards here. So what the hell is going on with him? He's going through his own healing journey right now. Okay? If it's a he. For whatever reason, I'm not really seeing the gender right now. But this person's in masculine energy. Okay? The star card is hope, healing, and faith. Here it says guiding light, inspiration. Okay? You are absolutely trying to, she's praying here, manifest this person. You're trying to manifest this person to heal so that you guys can form a connection. Mother Star, that's the yes card. It's just a yes card in this deck. But I'm taking it as there is going to come a point, this person is still going through their healing journey. I don't know if do they suffer from some kind of mental illness or something like that? Because the Seven of Cups, again, is the confusion, illusion, but it's thoughts all over the place though too. And someone doesn't know like what's that kind of confusion, that scatteredness usually comes with some kind of like mental anguish somehow, especially when the Five of Cups here. I don't know if they have depression, or if they have some kind of a drug issue, which can get their thoughts all over the place. I don't know what it is, or if they just have their thoughts all over the place in general in their life right now. And you're hoping for healing with this person. The divine's telling you the things, but they are. The Mother Star, this person is sandwiched between the star, which is the hope, the feeling, that they want you to keep faith in this connection because you are going to be able to, it is going to move forward. The star is trying to heal. This person has a lot to heal. Okay? This person does love you very much. And I know that you want to just walk away from it. I think that you should walk away, but not in the way of just saying in an angry way, like you're done. Walk away in terms of surrendering, like literally leave it up to the Mother Star. Leave it up to the divine to heal this person and just continue to pray for this person. Is this person's not in a place right now where they can connect with somebody. Okay, I don't think that they do it maliciously. I think that they have issues. And as long as you're there waiting, it's not going to change. I don't see this person has double energy. I just picked it up and it landed on that. I don't see you coming together with this person like right now. I feel like you and this person, I saw the Wheel of Fortune, which is like a couple more go-arounds with this person in terms of cycles, and I'm sorry about that. But I'm just telling you what I see. However, I know you don't want to hear this. Within the next 2 years, I feel like you and this person are going to end up coming back together anyway. This is a soul connection. I know. Who the hell wants to hear that? You're like, you really think I'm going to sit here waiting for someone for 2 years? I repeat, they just said to walk away, but that you're going to end up together anyway. That's what I'm getting. They're asking you to walk away, but you're going to end up maybe even in a new story with someone and back with this person anyway. That is genuinely what I see. Is this person has a lot of healing to do, a lot of tower moments. They have to experience some tower moments, some destruction, like losing you altogether. They're not experiencing that. They have to experience you taking leaps of faith on your own, having new beginnings. They have to experience some of that inner conflict. They have to experience you setting boundaries with them. That's you, boundaries, you know, like I'm not going to let you in my life unless this is going to be something serious. I'm sorry. You know, there's an art to doing that without hating the person, right? You can show them unconditional love, like I'm always going to love you. Like if something happens, you're going to be there. But while being able to keep your boundaries, there's an art to that. That's what they want you to focus on. Over time, this person is going to wake up to your love and want to be with you. Here it says journey, success, and progress. It's progress and success in your journey. And listen, I'm not just saying this. I'm not a fairy tale reader. There have been people that asked. I told you. I saw the Wheel of Fortune. There it is again. There I saw, and with the lovers. I saw some people ask me the same kind of questions in this same group. And I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I tell them like, this is not your person. There was somebody here. I just told them that. I was like, this is not your person. Somebody else. Because if I see that, I'm just going to tell you. But that's not what I see with this person. But you're still in the middle of a lot of karmic lessons with this person. You see, it says karma, destiny, lovers. Here's the lovers. For me to get the lovers 2 times, what does that mean? It's a divine connection. But the Chariot, by the way, is also moving, which I saw. So I know that you don't want to hear that it's going to take like forever. But it's something like you still have a whole other cycles. Did you see how I just flicked this by accident? Like more cycles to go through. But you're still going to end up in the 2 of Cups. But so it's kind of not such an easy answer, is it? Yeah, it's like, yeah, they do want you to walk away. Like surrendering, walking away. Honestly, I even see you maybe even flirting with someone in the middle. And somewhere down the line, this person, like you guys are gonna end up together anyway. I'm telling you that. I'm just seeing that. Listen, it happens all the time. I have a cousin who had a child as a teenager with someone, and they separated. Then this person had another child with someone else, got married and everything. He was married for like years. Do you know that like when the child with the teenage child that he had as a teenager, the mother, when that child turned like 17 years old, he got divorced, and him and that woman got back together and are happily ever after. If that woman would have got a freaking tarot reading when she was a teenager, and someone would have said, yeah, you're gonna end up with this person anyway, they would have been like, are you freaking kidding me? Listen, 17 years later, here they are. Bought a house together and everything, happier than ever, you know? I'm not saying it's 17 years, but I do see, I told you what I saw. I told you what I saw. Did you just see? It's the freaking Wheel of Fortune with the 10 of Cups on the Union card. I don't know what other confirmation you need. I said you have a couple more go-arounds with this person, but you're going to end up at the 10 of Cups, the Union, anyway. They are just confirming it, but you're going to have some heartbreak in the middle and healing to do. So they do want you to let go and do you. And they want you to master the art of not having to be bitter with this person and knowing how to set your boundaries. So like not letting them have access to you without anything in return, right? But at the same time, being like a source of unconditional love from like with limitations. I'm telling you. I'm going to read something from this book for you. Message from angels. This is we just said it. Mastering the art. 271. Set healthy boundaries. Can't make it up. It says, you're a sensitive, loving, and considerate person who would never want to hurt someone else's feelings. You're an angel on earth, and we heavenly angels ask that you extend the same caring and thoughtfulness towards yourself that you do others. Today, we'd like to work with you on setting healthy boundaries for yourself. This doesn't mean rejecting or avoiding other people. You'll simply create a clear understanding of what is and isn't acceptable to you in any relationship. This is especially important if you felt used or as if you've been treated unfairly by others. While it's possible that people aren't deliberately taking advantage of you, it's more likely that they don't realize how you feel. Setting healthy boundaries then involves being honest with yourself and those around you, which is an unexpected and normal part of any relationship. You can express your sincere emotions with the same sensitivity and love that you accord others right now. They'll respect your truthfulness, and you'll set a healthy example of how to take good care of yourself. When you're straightforward with other people, you feel happier being in their company. Your increased joy is a true gift to yourself and your loved ones. It's a blessing to the world. Thought for today. It's safe for me to say no to requests that don't feel right. When I honor myself, other people respect me too. I have the right to my feelings, whether or not everyone agrees with them. I am honest with myself and others. That goes with the message that we just, they just expressed with you. Okay, I'm so happy to have read for you. I hope that this makes sense. And if it doesn't, like I said, it will in the future. It will in the future. If you want to comment down below, you're free to comment down below how you felt about this. But you don't have to. Okay? But you don't have to. But if you want to, you're welcome to. But I'm not offended if you don't comment or if you don't review. It's not like an obligation. I'm just, but if you guys want to, I'll make sure to read them down below. Thank you for booking. And if I ever decide to offer these again, I'd love to read for you again because people keep requesting, some people that wanted to book but didn't have a chance. So I'm contemplating maybe I can, if you guys really like it, maybe I can do this special like once a month or something, maybe, even if it's more limited, like just like maybe I can do it every Sunday, or maybe I can just do at the end of the month, do like 2 of them or something. I'm thinking about it. Let me know what you guys think about that. It depends on how many of you ask. I like doing it in this format. I feel like it's cool. The rituals are nice. And I like the vibe. And it's a good way to help the collective and share the messages that need to be shared. All right, Tiffany, sending so much love and light. Thank you. Let me see who's next here. Hi, Janelle. I'm so happy to read for you. I have your questions here written down. I'm going to read them. It says, there was a time my questions would have revolved around the guy who led me to your channel, but I am more interested in learning more about my spiritual gifts and if my angels or departed loved ones have any messages for me. My father passed suddenly in 1998. I'm so sorry about that. When I was 18. That means you're a 1980 baby, like my sister. And I know that you're a July 19th baby. We were very close. I'm curious who or what might come through. First of all, the angels want to tell you how proud they are of how far you've come in your journey, that you are able to surrender in the way that you're surrendering just by even phrasing a question like that. They can tell, and so can I, where you're at in your journey. And that's so special. And I want to tell you, Janelle, I got a lot of questions from a lot of people, and you're the only person that has been able and willing to surrender the way that you have surrendered in asking your question and just leaving it completely to the divine. There's no control here, there's no obsession here. There's no anxiety here, even though I do feel like you do have, I saw some Nine of Swords energy for you, which is like anxiety, but I mean, that's not what I mean. I mean like, like obsessive, compulsive thinking about a particular person or thing. And that just shows how far you've come on your journey, and that's huge. And we're all proud of you, okay? But the angels and God especially, okay? I connect with my angels and they are speaking directly to you. I mean, the smile that I feel their energy, the smile that I'm getting, even just feeling their energy of how proud they are. Because I know that you talk to them all the time. And I'm also getting that energy from your father. I think that is not saying that your angels aren't proud, but that's the feeling that I'm getting right now. It's that parent feeling. I am a parent, so I'm like, it's a distinct feeling. It's that feeling you are when you're a parent. You're really proud of your child. I'm almost getting teary-eyed. Yes, absolutely your father that I'm connecting with. I just saw, whenever I'm shown like flowers, a bumblebee, and a butterfly, I just saw that for some reason, but that to me for whatever. And my device just stopped as I was saying that, so that to me is also confirmation. I just had to piece this back together that it's the other side that I'm connecting with. Because my device just had a little freak out. One second. You know, the first thing I'm going to do for you, Janelle, is pick up an angel message from here, and then we'll go into tarot and some messages. Whoa. Well, it landed directly on the pray page, which I know you've been doing a lot of. Before I even read this, and I don't think I even remember what this one says, though I can gather. Your father wants you to know, and we're going to get more into it, that every time that you have a conversation with him, he hears you. And I feel like you asked him something last night in particular, and he heard it. But there's something he feels really strongly about in particular. Besides you, of course, he loves you. Let me read this. I just heard the phrase, the games people play. The games people play. What the? I don't know what this is supposed to be. I saw a rock, a pool, and then I just heard somebody say the games people play. We're going to get into this. Let me just read this. 60, pray. Prayer means commune. What was that? Sweetheart, I'm recording right now. It's okay, sweetheart. I'm so sorry, it was my daughter. Prayer means communing with the divine through dialogue. It's your method of conveying, I'm so sorry. Now, I mean, she's going down the stairs like she weighs 600 pounds. I'm telling you. Prayer means communing with the divine through dialogue. It's your method of conveying your hopes, dreams, and wishes to the spirit world, where we angels love to assist you. You don't need to tell us what you desire, for it's apparent to all who are attuned to you. However, divine decree states that you must be able to give us the signal that you're approachable and amendable to receiving help. That's all we wait for, and then our assistance is yours. Prayer can help you clear the air within yourself during times of confusion or indecision. It's a process of self-reflection and honesty in which you let your guard down and admit your deepest feelings and desires. Although we already know your true feelings, this is a means of communing with spirit, especially your higher self, with a deep sense of acceptance. And this allows you to bring your shadows to the light, where you discover that there's nothing to fear. Prayer is an act of surrendering, asking for help, and being open to receiving assistance. This receptivity allows the great light to come streaming into your consciousness, where your thoughts and emotions are lifted to higher levels. Thought for today: I pray I can open my heart to receive. I ask for help, guidance, and answers, and I discuss my deepest fears, desires, and emotions with spirit. I don't know why I'm getting like I know you communicate a lot with your Father, and you also pray with angels. I don't know if it's that you have some kind of fear and paranoia that your Father is watching and hearing you do things that I know this sounds, and you might even think it's silly. I don't know if you feel like, if you ever wonder, like, let's say when you were thinking about this guy, like you're afraid, like, sometimes you ask your father for help, or you talk to your dad, but you don't want him to see you in certain states of mind or things like that. Like you're almost afraid of your own thoughts. Does that make sense? Like I'm just getting that energy. And maybe that's why I said, like, they're very proud of you for letting go and surrendering. But I still picked up that Nine of Swords energy a little bit from you. There's a need to know that in the same way, like angels, like those on the other side, like your father or just people in general that are with the light, they don't perceive us and the world the way that we do. There's no judgment. They see things from a perspective that we can't even see, and they see you as a whole, and they also see your soul contract and know exactly what it is that you're meant to learn, and there is no judgment, and there should be no embarrassment. And no spirit on the other side does not come down, even though they can see you and see what you do. They have no desire to see you do things that you would consider private or something like that, okay? Like for example, if in the same way if your father was here, you wanted privacy in a certain moment, your father is going to honor that also on the other side, okay? Because they see things from a higher perspective, and they can just see right through you in that way. They don't have the desire to be there when you're, again, like they understand your humanity, okay? They're there for the important things, and there is no judgment. So I don't know where that's coming from, and I don't know if you even resonate with that. Sometimes, even if you think you don't resonate with that, there might be a part of you, even in your subconscious, that feels this way. Because if your father and the angels are having me bring that up, it's not an accident at all. There's just like and this message came through about prayer. I don't know if there's like a level of shame within you almost about the things that you've gone through. Like you almost, your father's very proud of you, okay? Right? Because there's a feeling of, even today, even if your father was with you today, as human beings, until the day you die, everybody wants parents to see the best of us, right? And I know that feeling more than anybody. And sometimes when you feel that feeling, you feel like you're alone, but you're not, because everyone that's a child feels this feeling. But there's no greater feeling of like shame when you feel like you've disappointed your parents somehow. It's an awful feeling. Like you just wish like you could just make them proud all the time. But the truth is, like, they're not seeing it for the most part the way that we see it, right? But and of course, if they're living, that they don't have access to a lot of the things that we do that you think they might judge us on. We can control one way or another what they get to see, and there are things in my life that I wish my parents will never find out about, as we all humans. I don't know why I'm picking up on, so you feel maybe a certain kind of way, like your father being on the other side, that he gets to witness all of it, and you feel a certain kind of, I guess, shame of the things you've gone through, or you've already passed this, but you've experienced this before. Your father is extremely proud of you, and like I said, never will ever judge you, and does never want you to be afraid of contacting him in certain scenarios, because like I said, he's on the team with the angels, and he sees your life, your soul contract, what you're here to do. He knows your intentions. He's made mistakes just like anybody else, and he's always going to have your back. Okay? So remember that that's just like double energy. Those are just fears that we have as human beings, but they don't really apply to the spirit world. They just don't see us in that way. It is unconditional love. I don't know if this resonates with you, okay? And like I said, because sometimes, well, that's a judgment, which is like fear of judgment. Literally, look, fear of it says judgment card, and then the high priestess, and this particular high priestess card says secrets, dreams, wisdom, inner voice, spirit world. So it's like secrets from the spirit world. Isn't that great? Which is double energy. I just picked it up. You saw it. So maybe you're not conscious of these kind of fears, right? If you have no idea what I'm talking about. But this is what I picked up on just now. And we're going to get into more things. And they just confirmed it. So they want you to work on releasing that. Oh my God, your dad's like, he is one of your angels. He absolutely is one of your angels. And he wanted to share that. Now, I don't know why I'm hearing the phrase, the games people play. I'm hearing understanding the games people play. Understanding the games people play. I don't know if you asked your dad a question and he's responding that, saying he understands the games people play, or he wants you to understand the games people play, or if that's just a way of saying, like, you know, he understands like your humanity, or what that means to you, or if that's something he would even say. I just keep hearing that, Janelle, over and over again. I don't know where that's coming from. Let's get into this. Understanding the games people play. Anger. I'm going to read this. Don't worry, we're going to get into tarot. I'm taking my time with you, Janelle. One. Could it be some hidden anger that you have inside that needs to be healed? Heal anger. When fiery emotions threatens our sanctity, threaten the sanctity of relationships, remember that love is always in your midst. Anger can be used as a tool for increasing fear or love, depending on your decision. If you build a case against another person, you erect walls to protect yourself from feeling emotions. Love's approach removes all barriers, allowing you to face the individual with honesty. Your role is not to change someone or justify yourself. Those are behaviors that increase fear because they make you think that you're separate from others and from God. Love's approach to anger is always to remember the divinity within every person and relationship. Let go of any attachment to how the situation will proceed. Put your entire focus on knowing that everything has already worked out for the best. This assurance relaxes any defensiveness you may feel and allows you to enjoy your day regardless of the circumstances. Feel your emotions about the relationship fully. Don't deny them, only dispel the illusion that other people is separated from you or that you're isolated from affection. This is healthy and leads you back home to love. Thought for today, no matter what, I'm always connected to love. I work through anger in healthy, caring ways. I allow myself to feel this emotion, yet I always remember that is a source of illusion. in caring, wait, hold on. No matter what, I'm always connected to love. I work through anger in healthy, caring ways. I allow myself to feel this emotion, yet always remember that its source is an illusion. In truth, everything is already healed right now. You know what I'm getting from that? And now I'm getting it with the message, understanding the games people play. It might be understanding the games people play, but also games you're playing too. Could it be that the beginning of your question to me saying that there was a time that your questions would have revolved around the guy who led you here? But your father and the angels are saying that what you're doing is actually unhealthy because there's an anger inside of you that you're trying to ignore as if you surrendered, but really there's a part of you that's really upset about this situation and needs to be actually healed. Because they're bringing it up again. Pride. This is courage, strength, control. You're trying to control the feelings that you have of conflict and loss in regards to some kind of partnership or something that didn't work out. But you haven't really healed the anger fully. And they want you to focus on that. You're doing a really good job. Surrendering and stuff. But there's still a part of you. But don't do it in a way that's an illusion. Don't do it in a way where you just pretend that like it doesn't exist, that you put your walls up and you're far away from love. Skip back and hear everything that I just read in there. You need to get closer to love. 8 of Cups is walking away from happiness, vitality, optimism, joy. So there's a part of you, yes, you're healing, you're doing and great, but there's a part of you that's like walking away from joy, walking away from believing in love, and that is not the way. Yes, look, I'm gonna stick by that because now we have the Hermit. Healing, solitude, inner work. It's great that you're on your journey. It's great that you're tapping into your spiritual gifts. It's great that you're surrendering, but don't do it in a way where you're ignoring the anger of the situation that happened with this person, and in a way where you're also allowing it to build some kind of shell around you. And then you almost, and I think this came through in one of the readings where it's like, you could be addicted to healing, right? Like, just because you're healing doesn't mean you're broken. Just because you're going through a journey doesn't mean you can't date, doesn't mean that you can't be optimistic, doesn't mean that you're mourning. And you don't realize that you're using the healing and the journey and tapping into your spiritual side as a way to like disconnect because of what happened with this person. And so because of the heartbreak that you felt. You're trying to move away from the heartbreak instead of actually facing the grief. And you're healing and they're very proud of you and you're surrendering, but you're also surrendering to your own vitality and optimism and joy. And your father doesn't want that for you. Your father doesn't want this double energy for you. Your father wants you to have what you deserve, which is a brand new beginning. He wants you to be this person that you used to be. Purity, believed in your potential. You had this innocence about you, this desire for life, and this lack of fear to move forward. But there's a part of you that, again, don't get stuck on the healing aspect. You need to do some things to get yourself back out there, Janelle. You need to get yourself out there again. You need to get your hair done, go for walks, travel a little bit more. There's a sense of like isolation here. Absolutely, as I said that, I see the moon here. And she's wearing a cloak. Look, doing what? Which is great. Doing healing and praying tapping into your gifts, that's beautiful. But what about everything else? Okay? You're kind of disillusioned in a way, and you don't want to talk about this other person, and they're proud of you that you surrendered. You know, like I said, it's like you said it yourself, there was a time where you would just, that's why you came to this channel, you would have questions that only revolved around this person, and you're very proud of yourself for that, and they are too. However, that doesn't mean that now you have to go to the other extreme and not care about asking about this person at all, or your love life at all, and just make it all about, you know, healing. There has to be a balance. I actually see a connection forming for you. Sometime in the next, this sounds crazy, but within 2 years, that's a long time, right? Within the next 2 years, you're actually going to be in a full-blown committed relationship, just like you almost even like felt like it was never going to happen. I'm not saying that you're going to have like nothing for 2 years, but like in 2 years, everything's going to be already where you can't even imagine it. Like you're already going to have like a full-blown connection and all that. Set, like committed, everything. What's this 10 of Cups about? Nine of Wands. With the Lovers and the Sun. Soul connection. With the 10 of Cups. Look at that. I said, what's this 10 of Cups about? It's about the 10 of Cups again. With the Sun and the Lovers. There is going to be a union that's going to form. Again, I said in the next... You're going to start seeing changes, but they want you to work on. This is what I just said is what they want you to focus on. The 9 of Wands is, again, like being a little bit defensive. Knight of Pentacles. And moving too slow. You're keeping yourself small. You want to move forward, but you're keeping yourself isolated. Okay? Janelle, you do have spiritual gifts. You want to know if your father's hearing you? Yes, he does. Everything that you say. I have a feeling like you asked. I just split the deck when I said that. And again, with the judgment thing, I don't know why you feel like there's something about like you feeling like you're being judged. No. But anyway, the Magician is manifestation. You got that down. Okay? Trust that when you put your prayers out there, number one, we got the prayers card, the prayer message. They are being listened. They are being heard. Every little thing that you say, your father's hearing. Most of this message is coming from your dad. Like he's taking over. It's almost like he's having a sit down with you right now. He wants you to have that like passion back in your life. Pay attention to your dreams in the next 3 days. Yeah, literally as I said that, I picked that up and it's the Moon card. The Moon card is also the dream state. Pay attention to your dreams in the next 3 days and something's going to come through there that I want you to listen to. All right, Janelle, that's what I have for you. I hope that this... you felt this reading was worth it. I hope that it resonated. If it didn't, you remember they're timeless. They're always going to be here. If you want to comment down below, you can. You don't have to. I'm not offended if you don't comment down below with, feedback or anything. It's really your choice. It's no obligation. But if you want to, at some point I will be able to read them. Thank you for booking. Sending a lot of love and light. Let me see who's next.